Hey, up, it's Steve from that old Yorkshire geek. Excuse the hair, just been in the shower, can't do anything with it. Today, I'm looking at the trailer for the Meg 2 The Trench, or is it just Meg 2 The Trench? Whatever. I know I'm a bit late, it's been out a few days, but I just saw it yesterday and I thought, that looks fun, I'm going to do a video about it. So we've got sharks in the background. Links for this in the description. You can't really make them out, can you? Never mind. And some adverts will probably pop up, because that's YouTube, innit? Anyway, so let's have a look at this trailer for the Meg 2. Let's make myself smaller. Let's see how we go. Hopefully we'll get a copyright strike, but we'll watch it and then I'll go through it. Might pause it as we're watching. Is that a mega neura? I don't know what that is. Always a bigger fish, so to speak. This isn't the one with Adam Driver in, by the way. For 65 million years. I didn't like that film, really. 65. I didn't hate it, but, you know, it was like an idea that somebody had in a cafe, wrote it down on a bit of paper or a napkin, and then they just somehow made it into a film. One species ruled the world. I wonder what species that's going to be. There we go. We see all the little creatures running away. I don't think they're dinosaurs, are they? I don't know. We see the T-Rex. Looks like it's made using the 3D, what they call models, assets, that's the word, isn't it? The assets from Jurassic Park. Yeah. Saying yeah. Poor T-Rex, he copped for it, didn't he? Now that scene is very reminiscent of, do you remember the series Walking with Dinosaurs way back in the day? When did that come out? I can't remember, it was a long time ago, wasn't it? The BBC series that were a sensation. They had an episode about the Liopleurodon, which was like a mosasaur, a huge mosasaur that could grow to like up to 100 feet long, 30 meters. And that at the time that episode began with it wasn't a T-Rex, it was some other theropod looking into the water, and Kenneth Branagh saying the largest predator on Earth is watching its prey, and you think, oh, he's talking about the big dinosaur that's looking in the water, but it's the Liopleurodon that comes up out of the water, takes the other dinosaur down into the depths. Hello, shark. Hello. Takes the other dinosaur down. Other Liopleurodon's not a dinosaur. Takes the dinosaur down into the depths, and that scene reminded me of it. But anyway, let's continue with the ominous music.
Jonas, we need your help. We're detecting.
I hope I don't get a copyright strike for Barracuda by Heart. Ding digga 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 ding ding. Bow! It's a cool song. It is a cool song, I must admit. Anyway, that was Jason Statham, obviously. Returning from the first film. I'll find your shark for you. It's a Meg. It's a Meg, is that, innit? Cool, blimey. I'm going to get that Meg and I'm going to F it up. Because I'm Jason Statham and I'm a marine scientist. Because it just looks like one, doesn't it? By the way, the first Meg, I didn't mind it. It was fine. It was okay. But it wasn't gory enough. I was expecting loads of gore. You know, blood and arms and legs being bitten off and stuff. And there was none of that, really, was there? It was very bloodless, for the most part. But it was still fun. And this looks fun as well.
Increased aquatic activity 25,000 feet deep in the trench. It's an ancient ecosystem untouched by man. Whatever is down there is trying to make its way to the surface.
Is this another film that's heavily financed by the Chinese? Looks like it, doesn't it? I bet CMC is a Chinese company. We saw the card at the beginning, didn't we? And it's very colourful. I must admit, it's very. Can I say like Chinese colourful? I don't know, but a lot of Chinese science fiction films, like you see on Netflix and stuff, are very colourful, aren't they? Am I, stereotyping? I don't know, but anyway, it looks nice. So they're going 25,000 feet deep in, obviously, the trench. Is it an abyssal? I don't know.
This was a bad idea.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. When I see Jason Statham, I always think of the Cockney, he's a Cockney wide boy, isn't he? Just a little bit of blooming luck. Anyway, we're at the bottom of the sea, and there goes, which one is it? Is it Nancy that plays the guitar? Nancy Wilson, or is it Anne? I get them mixed up. One's the singer and one's the guitarist, although the guitarist can also sing. One's got blonde hair, one's got black hair. On the guitar, anyway, the blonde-haired one. Right, what we're looking at here, there's a fella there under the sea with a gun. Is that an eye? Is something going to open up there? I said I watched this yesterday, but, just once. It is an eye! All right, so there we go. So there's not just sharks down there. I bet it's an octopus. Looks like it, doesn't it? Is that what we're going to see? Or a squid? No, it's an octopus, isn't it? Oh, Pandora. I think he's a goner. No blood, obviously.
Jonas, we've got company.
That's the biggest Meg I've ever seen.
Biggest Meg anyone's ever seen.
The biggest Meg anyone's ever seen. Because people are always seeing Megs, ain't they? Oh dear. I'm presuming Megs are commonplace now by the time, of the timeline of this film.
That's the apex predator.
Is it though?
Everybody make it to
Is
the
it
station!
though?
You can make it! Hit fly!
3 massive Megs and who knows.
Yeah, so I've got to keep pausing it for the music. Like I said, that's the apex predator, but as we see later on, and as we saw just earlier, is it going to be giant octopus versus the Meg? Is it the asylum? Strikes back. 3 massive Megs and who knows what else. There we go. And by the way, that previous scene, that bit, where are we? There we go. That why did that remind me of the Uncharted film? Where the helicopters with the ships dangling below. That just, for some reason, reminded me of it. I don't know why.
3 massive Megs and who knows what else have escaped the breach.
People are having fun, and now he is going to fight some sort of crocodile. Or prehistoric beast. So it looks like it's like the lost world under the sea, innit? And they're all coming onto land somehow from 25,000 feet deep. You'd think they'd explode, wouldn't you, once they got into regular air pressure? It's not supposed to make sense. It's not supposed to make sense.
I just hope it goes better than last time.
I'm sure he's fine. You ready? He's going to kick it in the face now.
What happened last time? You don't want to know.
He's fine. He's fine. I'm sure I saw on a review, somebody said that, he punches a shark. I didn't see him punch it. I saw him put his foot up to its nose. Lara Croft punched a shark in The Cradle of Life, because that's Lara Croft and she's cool. This ain't the end. I saw you again.
Go! We've never seen this before.
So it's kind of, sorry I keep pausing it, I know. Kind of like Piranha, but with the shark, with a Meg and an octopus, as we'll see. The 3 Megs, sorry, they're hunting in packs. So it's like Deep Blue Sea as well. We're getting all that thrown in. As I said, very colourful.
To the bags.
That made me laugh. And then in the Meg's mouth. Shut up, Meg. You can relax. The place is Meg-proof. Wanna bet?
You can relax. This place, Meg-proof. I mean, Jonas was always afraid of this, but I was also thinking...
Famous last words, eh? I bet she were an influencer, wasn't she? She actually looked a little bit like, I don't know if you know it, Sea Jades. Is that how you pronounce it? She does like TikTok ghost stuff, and she's super pretty on YouTube. She actually looked a little bit like her, didn't she? Are you watching? Obviously, she's not watching this, so I can say what I like. But subscribe to her. She's cool and she's funny as well. Right, where are we? Helicopter coming. Oh, look, octopus. Where are you going? That looked fun, didn't it? So we've got a giant octopus in the mix now as well. Taking down a helicopter. Remember when Jaws 2 took down a helicopter in Jaws 2? I said, nothing new under the sun. Hey, stunts. So I've got to keep pausing for the music. I'll probably get stung for it. But then we saw Jason on his skidoo. Did they call them skidoos? Wet bike. I don't know what they call them. Doing stunts and stuff. Up against the Meg. Look, getting ready with his lance in hand. Hang on. In hand. I haven't got anything sharp. Use a pencil. Just demonstrate. Or a pen. That'll do. Because I'm Jason Statham. I'm going to stab this shark in the bleeding face. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Because I'm Jason bleeding Statham. Meg's no match for me.
Ooh, barracuda.
So it's not showing us the outcome of that. I bet that's near the end. Meg 2, The Trench. It looks good. I think the original Meg was based on a book, wasn't it? Which obviously I've never read. And I don't know anybody who's read it. But anyway. There we go. Meg 2, The Trench. Only in theatres, August 4th. See it in 3D. I bet it's fun in 3D. Is that it? Yes, that's us lot. So there we go. Yes, it looked fun. It looked fun. We start off with dinosaurs 65 million years ago, and you're thinking the T-Rex is the top predator. You know, much like in that Walking with Dinosaurs episode. We've got one species ruled the world. And then we see there's the T-Rex, the old Jurassic Park asset. But it don't last long because soon, there we go, it gets taken away by the... Bit of blood there, I must admit. Bit of blood, which is cool. Well, what a bit of gore, don't we? Oh, what a bit of gore. But I bet there's no human gore in this. There he goes. Poor thing. And there's Jason doing his pull-ups. Because he's not only a marine biologist and action star, he's also, you know, buff. At some sort of oil rig in the middle of the sea. Which is where oil rigs generally are. In the helicopter. What's going on here then? Is this tentacles or is it seaweed? I don't know. But it's an ancient ecosystem untouched by man, 25,000 feet deep. Does that mean that they've got the 25,000 feet of, you know, sea pressure of water bearing down on them, and they're just coming up to the surface and they're fine? That's why you don't see a lot of giant squids and stuff, really. You know, people in submarines and stuff, you know, encounter them, and they sometimes get washed up dead. But that's because they're supposed to be living down in the depths where the pressure's super, you know, high, and when they come up, they tend to explode essentially because they can't handle the lack of pressure, and the bodies just go and they die. So yeah, but it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. It looks cool. I'm not going to go see it. Obviously, I'll wait for it to come out on streaming. But what's he jumping out of the helicopter for? Does he know it's done for? Because the tentacle's going to get it. Probably. Right, we'll leave it there. Yeah, so it looks fun. Go see it. You know, it's popcorn stuff, isn't it? That's what it is. When you've got a film called Meg 2, The Trench, what do you expect? It looks fun. I can't wait to see it, to be honest. But as I said, I won't see it at the cinema. I bet it's fun in 3D, but I can't watch it in 3D, even if I get the 3D Blu-ray, because my son's got my 3D telly. And he won't let me have it back, and he won't let me use it. So, never mind. Anyway, we'll leave it there. So, thanks for watching. Hello, Shark again. It's the same one going past again. Thanks for watching, wherever you are. Look after each other, and until next time, I'll see thee.